Hello. You're live. Aha. Hi guys. Hi. How are you guys doing? Aha. Hello, Muscle Fabrics. Hello. Funky Collections. Hello. Hey guys. Hey everyone, welcome. Happy New Year. I think this is the first time I'm showing up here this year. Is it what? Someone said, Muslim Fabric said, is it funky that she's seen here? Me too, I'm asking myself the same question. Hey babes, our guest is here. Virtual assistance for you is here. So since our guest is here, let me just add her so that we'll just get started. There's no time to waste time. Hey guys, how are you doing? It's the Brown Queen here. I hope you can hear me. I hope so.
Hi.
Hey babes.
How you doing?
It's good to see you. Same to you.
Yeah,
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Awesome. Good. It's
Very
good to
good.
see you.
Yes,
So, both of us are very, what's it called? We are timekeepers. See the way we just showed up at 6 o'clock. Not the one I'll be online. I'll say hello, hi everyone. I'll be greeting, waiting for my guests to come. You're welcome. Thank you for showing up. Hi everyone, you're welcome. So I see a lot of people are joining us. Let's just start. Whoever comes late can always catch the replay. Right.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this losing, IG shutting down your page. So how your own experience, let me just tell you from my own side, how I got to know your page was shut down sometime last year. So your office, your home office, I saw it and I liked it and I told you I liked it, right? So I asked you where you got this, got that and all of that, and you told me. And when I got the person that will fix these things for me, I was trying to get the picture because I know I did a screenshot, but I was like, instead of me to start going through my pictures, I know I sent you the screenshot. The easiest way is just to search virtual assistants for you and get the pictures. But I typed your name. I didn't, what's going on? Type virtual assistant. Is it I don't know how to spell virtual assistants for you? But thankfully, shortly before that, I think we had like a chat. So your chat wasn't so far. So I said, okay, let me just, patiently scroll through my chats. And I scrolled through my chats and I saw your page, but it was not your name. It was Instagrammer. The only way I knew it was you was because we already had some conversations. And so I quickly showed the guy the picture. And I went to your page. I went and I screenshotted it. I saw that your 9,000 plus followers was there. But your page was blank. There was no picture on your page. I saw your bio was still the same way, but there was no picture on your page. So just Instagram. I said, my goodness, what's going on? I didn't have your number. How was I going to reach this lady? I felt like somebody had hacked you, or maybe Instagram had shut you down, whatever it is. In my mind, I just knew that I felt like it was hackers. So whatever it is, your page is still there. If there's a way you can get it, this is the time to do so.
Yeah. So
I know of a client of mine that I manage her page and you do VA for her too. So I quickly called her. I said, ma, please, so and so. She was one that even told me your name was Paulette. I just knew as virtual assistant for you. I said, this is what I experienced. And I need to tell her that her page is still in existence. If she can claim it, I don't know how she's going to go about it, but her page is still there. So that's how she sent me your number. I was on the road. I called you. I told you it's the Brown Queen from Instagram. Blah, blah, blah. I know you remember that day, right? Yeah. So
I can't forget in my life. I cannot forget to do with it.
So you're like, yeah, so since morning that this is what, I said, okay, your page is still there. I think it's hackers. I don't think it's Instagram, whatever it is. I don't know what it is. I just know that your page is still there. If there's a way you can recover it, this is the time to do that. So you quickly sent me a chat. I sent you the screenshot of the page, and that was it. And then I saw that you now opened the backup page and, followed me. I followed you back, and I was rooting for you. And then a few months or weeks passed, and I saw on my timeline that your page has been recovered. So I'm just giving you guys the background story of how I knew about, virtual assistants for you losing her page, and since then I noticed that you've been making some posts that you've been able to help some people recover their page. So this year, a lot of people have been losing their pages. A lot of, I've just been seeing on people's timeline. I was wondering I don't know how to help, but I really wish I could. And then I remember that there was a time you lost your page, whether it was to Instagram or to hackers. You lost your page and you later got it back. So I said, if there's anybody that can, come in and help, you are the best person. So I, reached out to her. That's virtual assistant. So I reached out to her and said, babe, can we do an Instagram live, talk about, I was even giving her an idea to monetize it. So no. It's too stressful. Let's just, So just tell us your own, how this whole thing started from your own. And I've given you my own background story on what led me to even contact you to say, see, your page is still there. If there's a way you can recover it. Because I was putting myself in your shoes, that if, God forbid, this happened to me, I don't know how I'm going to... I don't know how I'm going to react.
Imagine,
so that's why I could. That's why I quickly called.
It's not thing to wake up to.
I'm telling you, it's not something you can wish on anybody. So I understand the way everybody that's been losing their page. I understand the way they feel. So I feel a lot of people need this. So, yeah, over to you, girl.
Okay, thank you so much, Irene. Sorry, our own work is on the go, so I'm talking to somebody on my team to do something.
Okay, all right.
Just a second. So thank you so much, Irene. Like she said, my name is Paulette. I'm a virtual assistant and all. And thank you, Irene, for this opportunity, to speak on your platform. The truth is, I have been meaning to do this, but you know how work can get very hectic.
I know.
I'm just not had the time. But when you nudged me, I said, why not? Okay, why not just do this to help one or two people out there? So that's why I'm really doing this now. So like in the last few months, October, my page went down October. I and my team have recovered over 15 Instagram pages. And it's because I've even lost count, to be honest, because we handle quite a few pages, including this page and my other business pages. And no, we didn't violate any Instagram community guidelines. It was just an error on their part, plain and simple. So, anything can happen when it comes to this Instagram, whatever. And in fact, one of my business pages, I have retrieved it twice in 4 months. Another business that I run, I've retrieved it twice in 4 months. I did plan to become an Instagram page recovery expert, but Instagram has turned me to an expert. But I'm very thankful that I was able to learn how to do it, because when I reached out to people, can you do it? They said, you cannot wait. You cannot wait for us to do this. You will be impatient. So open another page. That was the advice. So I was like, what's the thing? What am I going to do? And, so I'm not going to go into detail and explain, how the steps I used to recover my page. And of course, rest assured that you know what I'm talking about when it comes to recovering your Instagram page, So if you follow these steps, that I'm going to talk about on this live, you can be rest assured that you get your page. Now, what do you do when you lose your Instagram page? Waking up, like Irene said, she cannot imagine how she would react if this ever happened to her. So waking up to see your account has been disabled is the worst feeling ever. And, like I said, I've experienced this firsthand on this page and even on my other business pages and even clients page. And you don't even want it to happen to your clients page. It's the worst thing, because they will just believe that you did something.
That you are the one.
That your staff did something. They won't believe that you didn't do anything, that you didn't know anything about it. So you start to ask yourself funny questions like, why me? who did I offend? You know, is it my village people that are after me? What's all this?
I can imagine. My goodness.
So yeah, but just take a deep breath, you know, and breathe, because most times it's not your fault when this happens. Except, of course, if you're selling bootleg or you're selling replica, then it's your fault. Because for lots of people, they are selling fake Gucci watches. They are saying they are selling Gucci belts, Gucci bed sheets, and Gucci will have bots that will go through all this thing, and they will find your page, and Instagram will bring that page down. So if you are selling fake replicas of stuff like that, Instagram can bring your page down, right? But if you're not selling anything and you're not, you have not violated any of Instagram policies, then you know that you definitely have the probability of getting your page back is definitely very, very high. So now the first thing that you should do when you lose your Instagram page is to check your email to see if Instagram sent something. Because I realize that lots of business owners, they hardly check their email, you know, and Instagram can send an email to warn you or to alert you or even inform you. And sometimes it can be even in the social tab. Like if you use Gmail, it can be on the social tab. So you want to check if you have offended Mark Zuckerberg, you know? So for one of my business pages, it was a copyright issue. It was how to register a program. And I was trying to help people with the program. When Instagram sent a mail that the page has been disabled for copyright infringement. But God so good, they sent a mail, and of course, because of the kind of work we do, we check our mails every hour. I was able to, they also flagged the page that flagged me. So they mentioned the page that said you are copying their, now this is not for virtual assistance for you, this is for another page entirely. So, you know, I'm just talking about a different way that I used to retrieve pages. So, you know, Instagram flagged that page and they sent me an email. And I was able to plead with that page via email as well, that I was just trying to educate people about their program. I wasn't planning to benefit from it in any way. And then we did back and forth for like 2 weeks, and then the page was restored, right? It's important that you check your email so that
if you offend,
so it's important that you check your emails.
Go and beg. Okay, check your emails, and if you are told that you offended somebody, go and beg. That's that's number one.
Yes. Then when you check your email, you receive an email from Instagram. If this is the case, you can send an email to appeal to Instagram and the party that reported you, if they included them in the email. I was lucky at that point because they included that second party in the email. So now trying to recover your page. So if it happens that you try to log into your page and then Instagram just says your account has been disabled because you violated the community guidelines, and of course you know that this is not the case. You are a loyal, law-abiding citizen of Instagram. You know, you didn't copy anybody's content without giving credit. You didn't put Gucci bedsheet for sale. You know, you didn't scam or insult anyone. You will see an appeal link when you try to log in. So when you tap that link, then you follow the prompt to answer the questions. Follow the prompt to answer the question. Now, if you don't see that at all, you go to step 3. Right? After seeing the appeal link, you follow the prompt. You see some things like full name. They watch your full name. Is this the name you use? And that's the name you use when you signed up. Then your Instagram username. So like mine is virtual assistant for you. That is the first appeal link now. Then your email address, that's the one that is linked to your account. So it's important that you have all these details and you know, because so many people, when you're trying to retrieve their account, they'll tell you they cannot remember the email that they used to sign up. Or they will tell you that they no longer have access to that email. Or they cannot remember you know.
So if you don't have access, hold it there, please. Sorry, dear. So the thing is, if you're trying to get your, right now, like everybody should just do like a security check. If the email that you signed up with, you don't have access to it, just go. Don't say that it will not happen to me. We are not praying that this will happen to anybody, but just make sure that the email you signed up with, you have access to it. Go and write it down. Have a place where you write where you write down your the name you signed up with, the email address, all your details, personal details, just phone numbers and everything. Write it down just for, you know, just in case. Just in case. Very important. Go ahead, please.
Or if not, you don't have to go and first, you know, retrieve that account, and that's a long process. You don't want to be going through that when you have lost your your page and all that, right? So that is the first step. You get that form, that appeal form. You might want to pin. Okay, you can drop that maybe when you're saying the saved post. But the link is https semicolon / help.instagram.com.
Oh, okay.
Then
Hold on.
that's where the link is.
Let me.
Okay.
Okay, I think don't worry. I'll extract it from this video.
Okay.
Let's not waste time.
So when you're trying to log in, you see that appeal link, you follow the prompt, you answer the questions, and then if you don't see the prompt to answer, you just go to that help.instagram.com /contact /606
Okay,
96
you have to be slower because maybe people are taking notes. So the first one you said was
Okay.
HTTPS.
Yes. Semicolon.
Okay.
/ 2 / help.instagram.com
help.instagram.com. Okay.
/ contact, then /
Okay.
606
/606. Okay.
96
96
731 94 250
3194 250
38.
38. You have crammed this
So that
number.
no, it's in a paper, not.
All right.
Not.
All right.
So that form, it will take you straight to that form, and there they ask you all that information, your full name, that's the name you used when you signed up, your Instagram name, your email address, the one linked to your account, your mobile number, the one that's also linked to your account, and then they'll ask, why are you appealing the decision to permanently deactivate your account? Then here you can say you're not a bad person, you're an upstanding member of Instagram. That's when you start explaining, but it's optional. It's not compulsory. And then you hit the send button, right? Now, sometimes you are lucky and immediately you get an email saying that we apologize. It appears that we deleted this account by mistake immediately. So I've gotten a few accounts like this. Like my personal account even went down last year, and I got this back in like 5 minutes after I filled that form. Sometimes their head is very correct. Sometimes their head is also correct, and they put people into, So, you can log into the account, and that's all. And I've recovered I recovered quite a few pages this way. Just 5 minutes, you get it back. But sometimes you have to wait a couple of hours, and then you just keep checking. You may get it back. If you wait for 48 hours and you have not retrieved it, then it's time to go to, step 4, right? So you keep checking after filling that form. But sometimes it can happen that you are unable to submit that form. Every business has issues, and Instagram is not different at all. So they don't have everything together all the time. Sometimes you can get funny responses like you are not filling. That's the link I just mentioned. I just called that. Sometimes you can get funny responses like you are not filling the form correctly, or the username cannot be found, or something like that. So you just leave it and you keep trying as many times as possible. When you remember, you just keep trying. And sometimes you can get lucky, it goes through, but you want to try it at different times of the day as well, because Instagram is US and we're in Nigeria, so you also want to try it at different times, morning, afternoon, night, depending on when it will go through, right? So whether or not you're successful with this step, as long as you have not recovered your page in 24 to 48 hours, then it's time to go to step 4.
Step 4.
Right? Yes. So this is when you're trying to chat with the customer representative. This is the actual step that I can actually give you the results depending on so many factors. You can get the page immediately if they're able to help you resolve it. But if not, it can take up to 3 months. I told you that one page took over 3 months to recover. But the key in this step 4 is follow-up. So the link to chat with the customer service representative is facebook.com /business /help.
Okay. I got that.
All right, cool. So I prefer to use the computer for this step 4. You know, so that you can see the screen and everything. It's really difficult to navigate Facebook help using your phone. It's not impossible, but it's difficult. So I prefer to use the computer for this part of the process. So you just scroll to the end of your computer, and then you see find answer. You see find answers or contact support. There you click on get started. Click on get started. So you see a page listing what suits your situation best. So you may see things like policy and account security. You can see billing and payments. You may see business pages. So you just choose whatever is the issue that because if you have ad account issues as well, they can actually help you through this step. One of my ad accounts was disabled, and I was able to chat with them as well to recover it using this step. So this step actually helps you to do so many things on Instagram or Facebook. So no matter what you click, whether you click business pages, ads, ad management, it will take you to the next page, which is how can we help you? And then at the bottom of the how can we help you page, you know, you will see if you need more help, contact support. And then you see chat with a representative. They will give you like an estimated wait time. Like they can tell you a representative will join you in 2 minutes, or they will tell you a representative will join you in 30 minutes, right? And then after that, you still fill another form that appears. The question on that form is like, are you following up on an existing case? So if you're following up on one issue, because follow-up is very, very key to recovering your account. So if they say, you will see the questions like, are you following up on an existing case? If you're following up on an existing case, you can say yes. And then they'll ask, what is the question about? You know, so if it's about your account, maybe you cannot log in, you know, sponsored advert, billing, anything, you just tick the appropriate one, right? Now, if you have issues with your sponsored ads, if you have issues with your sponsored ad, like I said, or your ad account was disabled, just chat with the customer representative as well. They saw this kind of issues. Then there's somewhere on that form as well to insert the subject. So it can be like my page was disabled or something is wrong with my Instagram account. Because some people's pages, there's nothing wrong with it, but they cannot log in. So you can also, you know, chat with the rep to solve this kind of issues. And also some people's accounts cannot even get to this step. So you may need somebody to actually help you to do this. Like I have a client who was trying to do this and she couldn't do it with her own account. I had to do it with my own account. So not everyone can do this actually with their own account. So you need to also check that. Now, after this, there's also a description box, and it's also optional where you can say my page was hacked or my page was disabled or my ad account was disabled. You just explain, just makes it easier for the customer rep to know why you are chatting them up and go straight to the point.
To the point, without any long story.
Exactly. Then you scroll to the bottom, then you see start chat. And then when you click on the button, you start chatting with a Facebook representative. They will join you. You just say hello. It will take you to Facebook Messenger, and you see Facebook business support. So if you have, after chatting the first time on your computer, the next time you can continue on your phone if you're trying to really follow up. So you can just say hi, discuss the issue that you are having, and then, you know, talk about chatting, whatever the issues are with the rep. Now, the best thing about chatting with the rep is that you get real-time feedback. So they will be looking at your account. You know, imagine that you're calling Airtel or Glow.
Exactly.
Or, you know, so that's it. But sometimes those customer service, they may not be helpful. They will tell you that they are on it, or they will tell you that they've logged the complaint, meanwhile they did not do it. So that is why it is super important that you keep following up. You can, I don't know, I might have talked to over 100 Facebook reps in the last 3 months. I'm not exaggerating. I think I know almost all of them in Facebook's name at this point, just because we are always trying to recover a page, right? But you can't give up. So the customer care representative will give you a case number that you must always produce whenever you want to chat with a representative. It just makes it easier, you know, just keep the number somewhere because you'll be chatting with different people. And it just makes it easier for them to check your previous conversations if you provide the case ID number. Because if you don't provide it, you have to start explaining everything again from the beginning.
All over again.
With each representative, and you'll be frustrated and all that. And then you also want to tell the rep how important your page is to you. Like, you know, this is my business. You know me, I have to go on and on. Like, I'm a social media manager. This is my reputation that is at stake, you know, and all that. So you want to tell the rep how important the page is to you, recovering the pages to you. You didn't violate any policies or guidelines. You know, you want to plead that they should help you. And of course, they will just tell you that the internal team will check your complaint. The internal team will get back to you. The internal team will, you know, they will just keep telling you like that. And then they will ask you at the end of the conversation that, you know, have you been helpful? Most of the time, they're not helpful. That's why it's very important. You may talk to the first time, people may not even help you your situation, because they will tell you it's limited view. They cannot really see what's happening with your account, that it is Facebook, not Instagram, but they can help you. You know, sometimes they have a lot of work that they are doing, and what you're asking them to do is not really important to them. It's sort of, but it's important to you. So most times it will not be resolved immediately. The key is to keep following up, you know. So I told Irene that one of the particular accounts that was disabled October 9th, we got it back December 30th. So imagine, you know, and the funny thing is that we chatted them up almost every day. And 2 weeks before December 30th, they told me that it had been restored. I checked the page on Instagram, it was not showing. I was like, you know, and I had to keep chatting them over and over. And sometimes, meanwhile, we would not go through. At the point, I even thought that they blocked my IP. I had to tell one of my teammates that I had to ask one of my teammates to also try from my end to see if we would go through. I thought they had blocked my IP because at the point, all through the holidays, I could not reach Instagram. I could not reach Facebook. They would tell you to email support. But I kept emailing them. I'm sure they saw this girl will not give up. So they had to, you know, just help us. And then we now go one email and they say, we are very sorry they will always apologize. We are sorry for putting you through this. We are sorry for all the inconveniences, blah, 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 and all that. So it's just very, very important to continue follow up. But what do you do while you're waiting for your page? You know, it can be very, very disheartening when you think about starting all over again from scratch. And sometimes the internal team can actually tell you that your page will never be restored for now, and they will not give you any explanation. But if you continue, they might still actually, because for one page that will eventually recover, they told me the page will never, they told me they will not restore the page. They told me they will restore the page. But like a week after, I was looking for something and the page just popped up from nowhere. I was like, is this not this page people said they will restore, you know? So they don't have their systems and processes perfect as well. You know, it's also a business and a company, and it's people that run it. And people
human beings that run it.
Yes, we make mistakes and all that. So, you know, the key is not to follow up. But what do you do while you're waiting to recover your page? You know, of course, it's disheartening, starting all over again from scratch. But the first thing to do after going through all these steps, after trying to appeal, after trying to fill that form, after chatting with the customer representative, they'll give you hope. They'll make you feel like, I know many people even thought I was crazy at the point because I said, the page will come back. I'm chatting with Facebook rep. they'll look at me like, is the Facebook rep your uncle? You're talking, you're confident. You know, of course, I had to do the most important thing, which is start a backup page, because you want to be able to reach out to your clients, your customers, and inform them of what's happening, especially if Instagram is your primary source of business, you know. And of course, so it's very, very important. Just open the page. I know it's hard. You start thinking about, what do I start again? Somebody even reached out to me like 2 weeks ago. It was 80,000. She had 80,000 followers, and Instagram brought on her page. I was like, wow. And she couldn't even reach the customer people. But I was like, just keep at it. So she didn't even want to open another page again. She was like, where do I start from? I said, you don't have any choice, because people who have ordered,
you can't give up
for you.
Yes, you can't give up. So okay, just finish.
People who have expecting, people who are, you know, different people are waiting for you online, and if your page just disappears from thin air, they'll be wondering what happened to you. Right? So, and I also advise clients too that they should not use their Instagram as a primary means of communication. You know, yes, you can start a conversation on Instagram, but you want to
Yes,
have
but
your
you can
customers'
move.
numbers, your WhatsApp, so that if things like this should happen, you can reach out to them. You don't want your business
Easily.
to come to a standstill. You don't want your business to come to a standstill because Instagram disabled your page. Because Instagram is not really our property at the end of the day. It's a borrowed land. And it's important that you have other means of reaching out to your clients and getting new clients as well. So it's very, very important that you explore other mediums, other social media platforms, um, like Twitter and Google Ads and your websites and YouTube and the rest of them, because I think Tunde Ednot's page is still missing
It's
in
still
action right now.
down. Yeah.
So, I can't even imagine how he feels right now. He'll be feeling like, to be honest, for me to eat, that's 3 months. Even my husband will be making that, it's not the end of the world. Eat now. I'm like, because you'll be happy 1 minute and then you remember that your page is down, and you just be like, why are you sad? My Instagram page. you know,
Where will you
but
start from? Like, where will you, especially if you
exactly.
built your followers organically, you did not buy followers, as in you've been,
And all that. Exactly.
yeah.
So, it's good, it's very, very important that you don't just rely on Instagram, so that even if anything happens, your life you will not feel like your life is over, your business is over or something. And because of that, it made me actually sit up and not put too much, like, even though the page is back now, I don't concentrate on it as much, because I know that, I invested a lot of money on my website because of that. I invested a lot of money on SEO because of that. Painfully, it's something that I know, and it's something that I actually do. But I've not just had the time, because I felt customers are coming from Instagram. Why stress myself like that? But when that thing happens like that, you feel like, where do I start from again? You need to keep generating leads and all that. So I had
Exactly.
to put my website in order. I had to start being more visible on Twitter, on Pinterest, and to start thinking about other ways. Let me not just put my whole eggs in Instagram basket,
Yeah.
so to
Yeah, yeah,
say.
yeah.
So even if you never ever recover your Instagram page again, because some people, no matter what they do, they may not be able
That
to follow up or
if
say
they
no.
break like a rule, it might be
They
difficult to
violate,
recover it.
exactly.
If they violate
Yes.
Instagram's this thing, it might be difficult to
Community
recover it.
guidelines or policies, exactly, may be impossible to. And some people, just because of the nature of business that they do, although some people have now said, okay, they will not use hashtags anymore, but all these companies can still find you. And you know of course, I will not also remove the grace of God too, because it's also God that makes everything possible. You'll
Yes,
be
exactly.
praying and making, and all that, and then the page will come up. But sometimes it doesn't happen like that. You just have to start over again. And but this time, you take all the lessons that you have learned, and not put all your, effort, energy. You want to, I know it's not easy managing several social media platforms and all that. That's why a website is there. You don't have to do all that stress with your website, because at least, and your website, at least that nothing can ever happen to it.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, exactly.
yeah, so
Oh, all
most importantly,
right.
the thing is, just don't give up. Just don't
Don't
give
give
up.
up. So it can take
Yeah.
up to 3 months sometimes 24
Yes.
hours, 5 days, 1 week. But whatever you do,
Yes.
don't give up, especially if you know that you did not violate any community guideline. So you gave us about
Exactly.
5 points.
Yeah.
So can you do like a recap, because there are some people that just joined us, like from number one. Can you just do like
Okay.
summarize it? Yeah.
Okay. The first step I mentioned is to check your email. If you try to
Okay.
log into your Instagram page and you see that you're unable to log in, check your email. Did you get an email from Instagram? Did they alert you? Did they warn you? Did they tell you you violated a policy? Did they send you an email like that one that I got and I said was flagged? Um,
Yes.
so check your emails. If you didn't get any email, that means that you didn't violate any guidelines or
Rule.
policy. The next step is to try to appeal. Now you may be able to appeal right from trying to log in. So when you try to log into your Instagram account, you will just see your account has been disabled because you violated Instagram policy. Click appeal via this link, something like that. Then you tap that
Yeah.
button, and then you try to fill that form, um, your name, your number, your email address, and everything. If you're unable to do that at all because it has been completely disabled, just use that link that I mentioned, the help.contact one. It will appear on any Google form at all. You just see it. They just short form like that. 1 minute you have filled it. Then whether you get your account, you might get it back immediately. You might not get it back immediately. If you've not gotten it back after 24 hours, you go to step 4, which is trying to chat with the customer service representative. Right? And you do that through Facebook business /help. That through that link, preferably use a computer so that you can actually see everything that shows on the screen, because the phone view is limited. They'll give you estimated time, 2 minutes, 30 minutes. Just chat with the representative. Ensure that you write down.
But you must do it from a desktop.
Yes, do it from a desktop. Then fill in all the forms, the Instagram issue, what the issue is, was it disabled, put in the subject, everything, and then they'll give you an estimated time to chat with the customer service representative. The customer representative will tell you, you just explain the situation. Oh, I'm trying to log into my Instagram page, and the thread is disabled. I cannot log in. I did not violate any Instagram policies. I did not copy anyone's content, and all of that. And then they would check their backend and see. Sometimes they might be able to resolve it immediately, but sometimes they will tell you that their internal team will review it and then they will get back to you via email. That's why you are logging in your email when you are filling that form. So they tell you they'll get back to you, and they do get back to you via email. I have lots of emails from Instagram. I think I have a lot of emails from Instagram because I'm their regular customer for some reason. I've discovered that we are hacked. So let me see if I can even find one.
Okay.
So they'll just tell you, yes, we'll get back to you. Don't worry, we apologize. And then after chatting with you, the customer service rep will ask you that, were you satisfied with the conversation? If you're not satisfied, you can say no.
So what are you supposed to say, yes or no?
If you're not satisfied, you say no, and they will continue to do it until you are actually satisfied with the situation.
Yeah, so don't say yes if you've not gotten your page back.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I had somebody that got her page in like a day because she kept saying no. They would give another person to chat with, no, until she dedicated her
entire day. It's worth it.
Yes. Yes, it is worth it, of course. This was her second page, and she was almost at 10,000 followers. So she said no. Okay, this one says I recovered this one on the 31st. In fact, December 31st. This one I don't know how clear it will be, but this one says a message from Instagram. Let me read it. It says it looks like your account was disabled by mistake. Your account has been reactivated and you should now be able to log in. We are sorry for any inconvenience. If you have any issue getting back into your account, please let us know. This one, I used the short form method to get it back. That form, I didn't have to chat with the representative to get this immediately back.
So sometimes you actually take down pages in error. And some people just look over and just go ahead to start other pages. So you see why it's important to just, do these things.
Yeah, exactly. Then another one, another page that took about 3 months. That one, they even sent a lengthier email that they are sorry. Let me look for the email because the client even thought that it was our error and all that. And I kept telling her that it was not our error. This is the email from Instagram. It was a lengthy email apologizing for the inconvenience. They were like, I understand that you're having concerns. We would like to tell you that your case has been reviewed by our internal team in detail earlier. We have reinstated the Instagram username since this was a false positive. That means it was an error. Please accept our most sincere apology for the inconvenience. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for your patience. I followed up this thing. Like I told this client that if it's the last thing I do before I die, I will retrieve this account because she was, she was so discouraged and everything. And she's an influencer and a celebrity. If I mention her name, she's going to kill me. But so this was her business. She was like, Paulette, I must get my feedback. And I was like, if it's the last thing I do before I die, I will make sure I get your page
I can't
back.
even imagine that
You
kind
know?
of. First of all, I'll start having mental. You know, how I do a social media manager. Like, I don't want. When
Now,
so my name is very important to me. So anything I'm doing,
exactly,
that have my name or my business name,
exactly,
I like my integrity to be intact. So my head will even start
exactly.
spinning. I'll be like, God, what kind of problem? What kind of problem is this?
You know, you know, and she would call me every day, chat to me every day, what's happening. I kept telling her,
No, I don't
I kept
envy you.
sending her my conversation. I kept sending her my conversation with Facebook just to show her that I was following up. I was not just saying I'm following up with my mouth. I'm following up. So they sent a lengthy email to explain. I screenshot it and I sent it to her that you can see Instagram was at fault. It wasn't me. You know, these things happen it's Instagram. It's a business.
Yes,
Business is no business is perfect. So it can make mistakes, and it's human beings around the business. So it can actually happen. A mistake can actually happen, right? So,
yeah.
and I was really happy to be the one to tell her that yes, your page is back.
Ah, I can imagine. All right, so
Yeah.
that's really really okay. No, we are not done. No, so that's
Okay.
we're not done. Is that the
Hi.
step 5? Is that the step
That
5?
was step 4 was the customer service rep. You said I should recap for people who were just joining.
Yes, yes. Okay, so thank you. So I wanted to ask you, right? Because I'm seeing a
Yeah.
lot of people here saying, "Oh, I need help with my page and all of that." So we've listed, and Paulette has listed what you need to do. So you have to, if you didn't get it, you have to watch this video again. I'm going to repost it on the page. I know some people will be wondering if you offer that service. If you
For
offer the
now, we
service
don't
of
offer the
helping
service. I
people
just advise
recover the
people
page.
how to go through. Okay, for now, I don't offer the service
Okay.
because, as I told you, Irene, I don't want anybody to be calling me every day asking
They will
me
call you.
what is happening, what is happening,
Wow, my
And
page
if you
also
pay for a
now. My
service,
page.
exactly, and if you pay for a service and then for some reason it doesn't get restored, I will not have to refund you money that has entered into my bank account. So I don't really want that to happen as well because it's not. Let me just say it's 95% guaranteed, but it's not 100% because and you don't know how long it will take. Most importantly, you don't know how long it will take. It can
Yes.
take 5 months. It can take
But
6 months.
yeah. So what's the longest time a page has taken you to recover, like your clients' pages? The ones not as in the ones that you did, what's the longest out of all of them? Which one
Three
took the
months is the
longest
longest.
time?
3 months plus. 3 months
3 months.
plus is the
Yeah.
longest.
And what is the
Yes.
shortest time you
Shortest time
used to
is
recover a
five
page?
5 minutes.
5 minutes, can
It
you imagine?
goes.
So
It comes.
it's from 5 minutes to up to 3 months or even more. The most
Yes.
important thing is consistency. And you said something that you kept following up, because if you don't follow up, they'll leave it. So you can't just
Yes, they
send
will
an
leave it
email or just send a chat and just say, oh, they're working on it. No. And I'm sure you were doing that every single day.
every day. It was a reminder. It was because every single day. If not, if you forget and you forget to follow up, you will lose it that way. So,
Yeah.
and if
So you
something is,
guys,
is important to you, of course, you just need to
definitely,
set out time for
definitely.
it. You just need to
So
set
just
out
make
time
up your
for it.
mind that at least every day you invest 1 hour into it. So you can actually get it within the next minute. And again, guys, Instagram also shuts down, from what we learned today, Instagram also shuts down pages by mistake. So if your page is shut down, God forbid, or you know somebody's page that was shut down, it could be a mistake. So this is why you have to follow these processes and just try
Yeah.
your best. As long as you did not break any Instagram community guidelines, you are sure that, or you are at least to a large extent sure that you
And you
can
can
get
even
your.
follow up to know what you actually did wrong. For example,
Okay.
that copyright issue that I mentioned,
Yeah, for
if
that
I
other
didn't check
page.
my email and I didn't follow up, I would have just given up. I got that one in like 6 days. I just
Okay.
started, I told you that they mentioned who said you have copied our content.
Yes,
They mentioned
yes.
them. So I started emailing those guys. I'm very sorry. That was not the intention. You know, the idea was to
To
actually
share
educate
knowledge.
people and to share knowledge. We are very, very sorry if this was not. And this one said, we didn't know. We didn't. It was a mistake. We must have done this by mistake too. It's what those guys said as well. And I was like, interesting. Then Instagram, I now told them to send an email to Instagram as well. You can see
Yes.
all the emails going back and forth. You know, I told them send an email to Instagram so that Instagram will acknowledge the fact that you are saying that it is not copyright, that it is not an issue. Those ones
Yeah.
also did send me an email. I said, in fact, I even told them we will take it down if it offends you in any way, if it is against your business policy. You know, we have to craft all the English for them.
Yes.
I
So.
told them that. So if it's against, we would bring down that post, but we promise not to do that again. They said no. If it's helping people in Nigeria, because it's a UK-based organization, I said if it's helping people in Nigeria, all well and good. We know that you cannot even profit from this in this way. Nobody can pay for this. It's very, very clear to see. So those guys also sent an email to Instagram. So for example, if you've offended Gucci, you know it will be very, very difficult to tell Gucci.
Those ones are always very hard though. You cannot even get it back. Yeah, because that one is really
Yeah, exactly.
is it their intellectual property. That one is
Exactly.
property theft.
Or you are
You're
selling
just
a replica. You know, because they
a
don't believe in
replica.
selling
So that's
replica.
bad business. Yes, that's bad business for
Yes,
them.
that's bad
And that's
business.
of course
If you
and the replica can never be the same quality with theirs. So it's kind of like
true,
tarnishing their ones are always hard to get back. So if you have those issues,
exactly.
oh, it's well with you. Well, that's not one of the reasons, as in, that's not one of the, people who are guaranteed to get their pages back. But if it's
Yeah,
just,
yeah,
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 yeah, sure.
yeah.
All right. So
That's
thank
good.
you so much for coming. So any advice? I know that you said almost everything, but any advice for anybody who has lost their page? I know that you got a backup page. So I think
Yeah,
maybe one of the first things, just get a backup page and start before you start pursuing this one. So any advice for
exactly.
anybody who has lost their page or is currently going through this right now?
Okay. This page, in fact, is down. D&DP Travel Tours. I was trying to ask them to do something for somebody's company. I found out that they were down, and this is something
Oh.
that they did. They are already at 50,000. A top company in Nigeria. They're already at 50,000. So they ran a sponsored ad to say our page is down, but our page is down right now. And of course, they have that targeted audience already, so they could target
Yeah.
everyone, their followers, and all those things. So that was a
Yeah.
very, very good
Okay.
strategy. You just run an ad with your backup page. Of course, the name will be very similar. So if your name
Yes.
is virtual, like mine is virtual assistant for you, and now there's just an underscore for my own backup
Underscore.
page. So
Yes.
number one, people can even find you easily when they start typing that name. At least that first one will come out, and then they see your picture. And I started posting my pictures more frequently on the backup. On
Yes.
my own personal my own Instagram page, I wasn't posting my own pictures there, but because I
That's
know that
one.
people at least know my face a little bit, I was posting my picture there, doing videos there, so that people will know that okay, this is what is happening, and they will just
Yeah. Yeah.
understand, because everybody now knows that Instagram actually takes pages down. And I think
Yes.
Tunde's situation too has also shed more light that your
Yeah.
page can be brought down, and
Take
his
it,
page
no
was
matter who
even
you are.
verified.
No matter who you are.
Exactly. So this page is verified. If a verified page can go down and not get back up, and it has taken so long, I doubt that you get it back. But I think his own issue actually is because of the abuse. A lot of people have reported him for using. I don't follow. I used to follow him because I thought it was funny. He used to share funny stuff, but he started abusing women unnecessarily, insulting people's mother and all those things. A lot of people must have reported him,
A lot.
and Instagram is against bullying of any kind. So that's why I really doubt. Maybe except Obama will call to beg on his behalf, because if all the Nigerian celebrities are begging for Tunde and he hasn't gotten his page back, I doubt that. But anyway, that's me going off track. So you can get any page back, but you can use your backup page to run ads. You can put your face more often so that people can easily recognize that this
Yeah,
is
so
not
that especially
a
if people have
scam
their
page.
monies with you, if you're selling a product,
Exactly.
people that have not been that people have not, if people have their monies with you, you can get it back, or if you're offering a service that people paid you for, it's better for you to do that, so that they'll have peace in their heart and not just think that, oh, this person has scammed me and just vamoosed with my money.
Exactly. And then if you have contacts of all those people as well, your clients, if it's already more than 2-3 days, it's better to just start reaching out to them via WhatsApp and email. Like, my page is down, because some people still prefer to chat via Instagram, even though you have their WhatsApp number and all that. Just chat all those people up, like, especially if you're selling products, chat them up. And that's why it's good to get all this information to when you are, either prospecting or even you are finalized with the client. Just get all their details, because
all their contact, move them out of Instagram. So guys, you're hearing this, every client you have, Instagram should not be your only primary way of communication. Move them out of Instagram, have their contacts, so that anything you are able to actually reach out to these people. And all right, thank you so much. So let's see if we have people. I'm seeing a lot of people are dropping stuff. If you have a question, somebody says, I'm enjoying every bit of this live video. Thank you so much for sharing from your wealth of knowledge. Thank you. That's from Household Beauty. Thank you. So guys, if you have any question, especially those of you that have issues with your page right now, just we have maybe like 5-10 minutes, because we have to go cook dinner and take care of the family. I don't want this live to be too long, right? So if you have any questions, just quickly drop it. 5 minutes. Paulette will answer you, or if not, then we'll call it a day. So let's just give them 5 minutes. So let's see if there's anybody with a question here. I'm not seeing any. I think everything you said is pretty much self-explanatory. If they follow the steps, they'll get help. So I think that no question has come in yet. So I think that thank you so much, Paulette. Thank you so much for sharing your experience with us. Thank you for helping us with these steps. And I'm sure this video is going to be really helpful to a lot of people. So if you're just joining, because I think some people are just joining, if you're just joining, just go ahead and watch this. If you have a friend that lost their page, they should watch this video. I'm going to share the replay on the page at the Brownfield Agency. Thank you so much, Paulette, and I'm rooting for you. I was so excited the day I saw you on my timeline. I said, yeah, our page is back. I cannot imagine it. I'll just put myself in your shoes and say, God, you got this. God, please, whatever it is, just help this lady to get this page back. It's not easy to start at fresh. Thank you so much for honoring this invitation.
Thank you. You're welcome.
All right, guys. Thank you, everyone that joined us. Thank you so much. Have a good evening. Bye, Paulette.
Bye. Bye. Talk to you later.
Bye, everyone. Bye, everyone.